everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. So today I'm going to do a first impression of the Huda Beauty new Nude eyeshadow palette. I've never actually tried anything from Huda Beauty. This is my first time. This palette is simply gorgeous. There's so many different tones and I think this is going to be so fun to play around with. I don't even know what direction I'm going to take this video in. There's just so many different looks you could do with this palette, but I'm really excited to get my hands on some of the different textures, testing out the quality. So I've only ever heard all about the shadows. I've never been able to put them on my eyes yet. So I've done some swatches, so I've been able to see what some of the shimmers look like, as they're kind of hard to tell when you have this sort of marbleized texture. Just doing them swatches made me really excited to try this out. And although I did think it all just leans a bit pink, now I've done the swatches, I've realized there's way more different colors and this is definitely a nude palette. So if you want to see me try this palette on my eyes and also talk through some of the shades and the quality, keep watching. Like I was saying, I did think this looked just pink. I didn't understand what it meant by nude. As I'll show you in the swatches, I do feel there is so many options here. There's pale purples, browns, pinks, peach tones. There's even like a gold champagne. There's so much here. And with the amount of mattes that there are here, it also helps me able to create loads of different looks. So this palette has 18 eyeshadows in 5 different textures. So we have 10 mattes, 4 multi-reflective shadows, which are like these sort of tones, and 2 pressed glitters, which are here, and 1 pressed pearl and 1 concealer base. Here's the pressed pearl, which I think just looks like a standard metallic. We have the concealer over here, which I'm a bit nervous to try. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in this video because I've already got a base on my eyelid, so I think I'm just going to leave that one for today. But yeah, I'll show you some swatches of the shadows so you can get a really good idea of the palette. So on the first line we have Bare, Crave, Play, Fantasy, Love Bite and Spanked. These were all a bit risque actually, didn't even realise. Okay, and on the second shade we have Lace, Daydream, Tickle, Excite, Infatuated and Kinky. And on the third line we have Concealed, Secret, Tease, Raw, Charmed and Teddy. So hopefully you can see what I mean about there being lots of different tones in this palette, not just what it looks like on first glance as pink. Yeah, I think it's time for me to stop rambling on and just get into the palette, because I couldn't remember what them dimensional shadows look like. I've swatched them on my hand so I can know what they actually look like, so I can know what mattes to use. I'll show you. So here we have Crave, Daydream, Fantasy and Charmed. You can see the dimensions. These shadows are really stunning and quite unique, and they do have different reflex to them. I am leaning towards playing with Crave and Charmed. So yeah, I think I'm going to pick some of the mattes along the bottom row particularly today. Okay, so that's helped. I'm now going to zoom you in as I'm going to be putting the colours on my eyes. I'm going to take the first shade here, Teddy, on a Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer. Okay, and I'm just going to put that sort of in my outer corner and crease. I do really like that eyeshadow. I think it is such a stunning colour and it is blending out really nicely. I do think that was quite a dark colour for me to just go straight in with. So I am going to take Play, which is a really pale, soft peachy pink. I'm just going to run that along the edges on my Morphe M441. I think they layered really nicely on top of each other. I'm going to go back in with Teddy and just build that up on my outer corner a tiny bit more. This does feel like a very flexible palette. You could do some really nice, just easy daytime looks, but there are the deeper, really glittery shades you could smoke out and do an interesting nighttime look. So I'm going to take Charmed here, which is one of the multi-reflective shadows, just with a Zoeva Luxe Smoky Shader brush. I hope these build up nicely with brushes, as that's normally my preferred way to apply shadows. Okay, really pretty. I think that is stunning. I'm just going to take a bit on my finger to see what happens. Using your finger does just add that extra shine. I think what I'm going to do is just use the brush and then use my finger just on top. And that is how that eyeshadow looks. A very rosy, kind of got a bronze underlay, sort of pink. Okay, and I've just cleaned off that brush a bit, and now I'm going to take Crave here, which is more a gold shade, just on the same brush, and put that more in the inner third. Once again, I'm just going to take some on my pinky. These are so shiny and nice. I'm going to go back in with that blending brush and just try and blend the edges out. The edges blended really easily, and it did still maintain that sort of shine and metallic, which not a lot of eyeshadows actually do. When you start blending the edges, I feel like they lose that shine, but these didn't. I think it still looks stunning. Just on our Morphe E36, which is a tiny detail brush, I am going to take Teddy and just run that along my lower lash line. And I'm going to take a tiny bit of the Charmed as well and put that sort of in the centre. I have the tiniest bit of fallout from the shade, so I'm just going to take a brush and flick it off. Okay, it didn't flick off as easily as I expected, so we're just going to live with that for today. Maybe you want to bear that in mind when using this palette. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of clung there. I'm not sure about any of these shades for an inner corner highlight, so I'm just going to take my MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter on a pencil brush and just pop that in my inner corner and brow bone. Okay, and now I'm just going to go in with my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. Okay, and I think that is the finished eye look. I think it's stunning. Them shimmers are beautiful. When doing them swatches, I am very interested by the matte, so I am thinking I might film a all matte look with this palette. Something very blended, smoky, adds a lot of depth. But yeah, here is how the eyeshadow turned out. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have this palette or any other Huda Beauty palettes that you do really enjoy, or maybe you don't. But yeah, that was really easy to create, and I feel there's so many different looks I could do here. Let me just zoom you out quickly so you can get a full idea of the look. So this is the finished look from a distance. I think it looks really pretty, it looks gorgeous. These tones are always very stunning together. So yeah, I am very excited to keep using this palette, and do expect some more tutorials from it because it is stunning. Look at that colour story. I'm very happy with how this looks. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. And if you want to see more of me, don't forget to subscribe. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. But yeah, do keep your eye out for more videos using this palette, as I'm very excited by it. But yeah, I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye!